Hello, welcome. In this video, I am going to explain how to write records to a file and how to read the records from a file. Records in the sense it can be a student's records, employees' records, or set of customers' records, etc. We are going to see 4 programs in this video. The first one being writing set of students' records to a file. Then we are going to add records to the existing set of records via the second program. Then we are going to display the existing records on the screen. In the last program, we are going to give some condition based on which the records should be displayed. Let's begin with the first program, writing records. You know that when we deal with real world data like students, employees, books, etc., we use structures. So I created a student structure with 4 fields: ID number, name, course and fees. And I have typed it to student type. First create an object of student. Then open the file. I open the file in write mode, as I am going to write records. Then how many students data can be entered? Any number of students data can be entered after executing this program. It's up to the user. As long as the user says yes, the program should continue asking for students data. So first take the data, then write the student record into a file, then take the input from the user, a character input which should be visible on the screen. For that we use getChe function. If you want to use underscore getChe function, we have to include the file conio.h. Make sure that you include that file conio.h. Then at the end close the file. Now let me run this program. Just build it, run it. Let's enter a student's data. Say roll number 11. Say name some A, course some C, fees say 3000. Do you wish to continue? It is asking. Say yes. Now enter the second student's data. Let's say B, course is C++, fees is 35. Say yes. Let's add one more. Person name is C, course name is C, say C++ again, fees is say 35. Let's add one more record. Let's say D, say course is Java, say fees is 5000. Now I want to stop, press N to stop. Now let's verify whether we can find all these 4 records. So you have to go to this location and students1.txt file. So here it is. Open the file. You can find the records. I hope you understood this program. Now let's move to the second program. Now again, if you run this program to add few more records, then overwriting will happen. When we say W means write mode, then if the file exists, then overwriting will happen. If the file is not present, then the file would be created. But our requirement is to add to the existing records. For that we have to say, instead of W, we have to say A. A means append. So rest all remains the same. Only one letter is the change. Let's create a new project. Just copy paste that program. Just change this letter so that I don't want to modify that program. Now make sure that you use the same location, same file name. Rest all are same. No change at all. Let's run the program. remember that we already have 4 records. ID numbers being 11, 12, 13 and 14. Now let's say 21. Let's say some X. Course. Say Hadoop. Fees. Say 15,000. Yes. 22. Let's say Y. Something else. Let's start. Now let's verify whether these 2 records got added to the end of the existing records. That's what we need. So appending happened successfully. Now let's move to the third program. Now through our program we should be able to display all the records instead of opening the file. Let's see how to get the records from program. Same student structure. Only the file mode I have changed to read or run the loop and front ends. Keep on reading using fscanf in place of printf. Fscanf returns -1 on reaching end of file. Just check if n is equal to -1, or you know that we can even use the macro UOF. End of file stands for end of file, whose value is -1. Okay, then just print the data. Okay, so that after dot only 2 digits are displayed. Let's put a heading. The records are. Let's build it, run it. Now we can see all those 4 plus 2, 6 records. I hope you understood this program as well. Now let's see how to filter the records. Filtering is nothing but we put some condition. Based on that condition, only those records should be displayed. In our example, we are going to ask the user to enter some course name. Only the students who have enrolled in that course, their list should be displayed. That's our requirement. Let me close this project. So this is the filtering program. So same student structure. Make sure that the file name is same. Read mode again. Here we are asking the user to enter course name. The rest is same. So see, in front loop, I have written in front loop in a different way. So to save few lines, we could have said while of 1, and inside the loop we could have said some integer is equal to fscanf. Instead, we can give fscanf directly inside the while loop. If this condition is false, then loop stops automatically. If it is not equal to end of file, and then loop runs. See, here I am checking whether each student's course and the course name that the user has entered, whether they are same or not, using the string comparison function that you already know. Then what am I doing? Just to display the student data. Now this printing of the student record is inside a condition. Okay, let's run this program. Now let's say C++. You know that we have only 2 students who have joined for C++. I hope you understood this program. Thank you for watching. Please give them a try. See you in the next video.